Many people are saying, I left church, but I didn't leave God. Let me be honest. That statement is very dangerous and illogical. You cannot say and claim that you love God, and yet you reject the place where He gathers His people, teaches His people, convicts His people, and helps His people to grow spiritually. The Bible says in the book of Psalm chapter 23 verse 6, and I read here, the Bible says, surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. The key bottom line there is dwell in the house of the Lord. Not when it's convenient, not when I feel like, no, I don't want to go to church. No, dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Hebrews 10:25, the Bible says, and I read Hebrews 10:25, he says, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. As you see the day of the Lord approaching, stop neglecting the meeting of one another. Why? Because the Bible foreknew that people would begin saying such lines that you're saying. And He knew very well that if you stop the meeting of brethren, then your faith as an individual will weaken very much. The psalmist writes in the book of Psalm chapter 84 verse 10, and I read Psalm 84 verse 10, the Bible says, better is one day in your courts than 1,000 elsewhere. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tent of the wicked. He's saying better one day in His courts. That is not optional. He's saying, given a comparison, he would better stay in the house of God. He's saying better one day in the house of the Lord. It's not an option. You know, this generation is being sold a convenient God without commitment, a faith without fellowship, a belief without accountability. Be careful. A disconnected believer is a vulnerable believer. You want convenience, not commitment. That is not faith at all. That's the exact plan for a godless generation. Don't reject God's house and claim to have God's heart with you. Stop lying to yourself. Go back to the house of God. I'm looking forward to see you in church this Sunday.